Howdy everybody. We're still on the dev server taking a quick look at the LAV-AD. We're going to do this pretty quick. This is a new 10.0 anti-air vehicle for America. It's going to be in between the Sergeant York and the XM975, and it's going to be pretty interesting because you're going from the M163 that doesn't have a radar, but you can track things in it by going into your gunner sight, aiming at whatever the aircraft is, and then locking onto it, and then you can come back out and you get your lead indicator, to the Sergeant York that has a 360 radar that can pick things up and lock onto, and you don't ever have to like aim directly at it, back to one that has to. Now you have stingers, and we're going to be looking at the 92K stingers from the 92E and seeing if these are any different. We can test out both of them, or I'll probably just test out the Ks because that's the best version of it, and looking at the Hydras too. Now I don't have to research everything or whatever because dev server and stuff, I don't really think I need to, but when I put it on reference, it's going to give me the Hydras anyways and everything else, so we can just mess with it like that. But I had to put the 92Ks on it so you can see how they perform. So this is a very fast vehicle. It's also amphibious, and it's in the LAV family. The Marine Corps uses the LAVs. We don't use this version anymore. We use the LAV-25s, which has got a gun very similar to the Bradley in a way. I don't think it may be the exact same gun actually, but I personally never went in one or worked on one, so I did see them a lot though. But anyways, this AA has the ability to work with anti-air and sort of anti-armor. It's not going to be head-on working against T-72s, but the Hydras do work. You just got to be careful with how you fire them and getting used to their arc path of how they fire and how they work and everything like that. The closer you are, the better, especially with this gun. Now it shoots an HVAP round, which is more similar to, I guess, an APCR than it would be to a Sabo, because it doesn't do very well at long distances or on angles. The closer and the flatter you can get the shot in, the better. So we're going to go straight in and drive around and test it out really quick and show some things off. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so we're out here on the test range. I've been having a lot of issues trying to record this. This is like the 5th time trying to do this. Anyways, as you can see, the hydropod is on the top of the gun, and then the stingers are on the side. These are the 92Ks. Or, no, they're the 92Es still. I don't know why. There's a lot of issues going on right now. But it is the dev server, so obviously none of this is going to be an issue when the actual update comes. Like the guy, he's not rotating, and he's having a 25mm gun go through his forehead, as you can see in the back of the turret. But anyways, when you're using these stingers on anything really, they are all aspect, but trying to lock on to things in rear aspect, they do better. Doing things in front aspect, they need to be a little bit closer. We might hit that guy. It's pulling enough G's to do it, and he's not very fast. It didn't hit him. Close enough though, as you can see. Now, firing at things like that is kind of an issue with the stingers. Firing at things that are coming directly at you, not too hard to do, and what you want to do is fire at them when they're flying away. That is the easiest way to do it. Now that was a little bit easier, but as you can see, it was pulling about all that it could when it was trying to actually track him. So I'm going to show you, this thing is also amphibious, and it is pretty fast. Keep in mind, this is also spaded out too, so you can fire these on the move. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to hit him with, oh, that might hit him. Oh, that was pretty fucking good. So as you can see on mud and stuff in these trenches, it's doing okay, but it's not too great. It is slowing down a lot, but as you can see, we are amphibious, and the gun sounds pretty cool too. 25mm, you can tell the difference between this and the Vulcan that's on the M163. So if you want to lock on to something, you can't just lock onto them by hitting your normal radar button. You need to look at them and do that, and then you'll get the lead indicator and you can shoot them down. This 25mm seems to, well, obviously it's going to have more of a explosive filler on its HE round than the 20 millimeters, but stuff that's lightly armored, these rounds on this gun, no issue. Dead immediately. Now the Hydras, they're kind of iffy, so we're gonna go out here to a T90, which is gonna be one of the top things that you're going to be seeing. I mean, obviously you can see LAV-AD, but this is probably the closest thing that you're going to be, if you're up tiered, this is going to be a very common thing to see. And as you see, off-roading, we're doing pretty well. It's not too crazy or anything like that, but getting across here is pretty easy. Now, you can fire the Hydras on the move too. You gotta keep, there we go. On something lightly armored like that, not an issue whatsoever. Now, you want to be as close as possible to what you're going to be shooting at. I'm going to show you that head on. Obviously, you can take out the gun and stuff, but the Hydras aren't going to do that much on something like the Russian vehicles because of all the added on composite armor and contact 5. Let's turn off the grass in gunner sight. See, there's been a lot of weird issues going on here. See, we're not going to go through here. We probably could, yeah, lower plate the Hydra will. They might go through here, but you wouldn't want to be doing that. Now with the gun on you can take this and tear it up pretty easily. Tracks, same way. But what you're mainly going to want to shoot is if you can catch them broadside. You can take the gun and do it, which is pretty easy to do. I actually blew his ammo, or not ammo, his fuel tank, but we'll let him respawn and I'll shoot him with the Hydras. Now I can't show you the Hydras down here, but 290 pin, it's a heat. Think of it as a heat round basically, so composite armor is going to be very effective against it. Like that, didn't do anything. Aim a little bit lower, still really didn't do anything. You gotta, there we go. It'll take a few hits, because if you hit a little too far, you have these composite screens that are right here that'll stop it, and obviously didn't do anything to the side of his turret. But that's the LAV-AD. Amphibious, quick, cool armament, 25mm gun, Hydras and Stingers and everything. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll try to show off some more stuff before the dev server goes away, but it is kind of a struggle recording on here. But I will see y'all later.